Hello everyone, welcome to KYL Movie Recap. Today, I would like to explain the romance Philippines movie based on the Philippine 18-plus plot called Mahjong Night. At the beginning of the story, we see a big house with a large courtyard on the outside of city. This courtyard is very spacious and there are plenty fruit trees are growing. There is always a doorman at the gate of this courtyard. He has to open the door for cars to enter and exit the courtyard and inspect the cars of strangers. There are another domestic worker in this house. His nickname is Big Boy. Many of the trees in the courtyard were planted by Big Boy. One morning, the owner of this courtyard is watching TV in her living room. Due to the world COVID-19 pandemic period, everyone had to stay at their home. Upstairs of this house, a beautiful woman was spotted using the internet on her smartphone. Her name is Alexa. Alexa was adopted by this house's owner, Esther. Today, Esther's friends will be visiting to her house. That is why, she called adopted daughter, Alexa to come down from the house and help her. After a while, she and Big Boy went to a storeroom and picked up some mahjong sets to play with when his friends arrived. Moments later, a man in a car with a beard entered the front door of the courtyard. That man is no other person. He is the husband of housewife Esther. His name is Leo. When these men arrived in front of the house, he called for someone to drop off the items he had bought, but nobody in the house. When Leo searched in the house, he unintentionally opened the toilet door and found adopted daughter, Alexa, in the toilet. He saw Elsa but did not close the door and told her to drop off the items from the car. So, Alexa hurried out of the toilet and dropped off the items into the house. After Alexa drop off the items all from car, this man drives his car and goes outside again. A few later, a white car drove into the Esther's courtyard. Two people got out from the car. They are Esther's friends Wilo and Asim. So Esther took her friends into home and put the mahjong sets on the table. Then she also introduced her adopted daughter Alexa and his friends. At the evening sunset, another car drove into Esther's courtyard. A very beautiful woman got out of the car hugging a puppy. He is also one of Esther's friends. So when they're all friends meet, they play mahjong game together. They have been busy for a long time and have not seen each other like this for a long time. Because of this, when all of friends think about the past and they all feel like happy and sad emotions. While Esther and her friends were playing mahjong, Alexa and Big Boy were busy cooking in the kitchen for dinner. Just then, a boy the same age as Alexa entered the kitchen. This boy is Gaspar, who is the driver of beautiful woman Amparo earlier. He was hungry and so begging for food because it was too late for dinner. Alexa said that he had come from a hungry country because Gaspar had took a lot of rice with a plate. After preparing dinner, Esther and her friends stopped playing mahjong and ate dinner. At dinner, everyone praised her for her good cooking. While they were eating, Alexa came out of the house and exhaled the cigarette she was hiding and smoked. Beside to where she smokes, Gaspar was eating dinner. So, they were talking to each other. Gaspar then asked for Alexa's Instagram account. After Esther and a group of friends had dinner, Amparo came out to smoke. Amparo was talking on the phone when her work call came in when she was smoking in the car. Amparo then told the driver that she was not feeling well and asked the driver to get in the car to give him a little massage. In fact, they have a dishonest relationship. The driver Gaspar has to provide for her whenever she needs it. Then the two of them built a single world in the car. The two then returned to the game. Amparo was going to talk on the phone about his work, so she had Gaspar play in his place. Then, after talking on the phone about work, Amparo returned to the game. That's why, Gaspar got into the car and chatted with Alexa online. While he was smoking a cigarette and talking to Alexa, Leo came back from outside. There, Leo found some short cigarettes smoked by Gaspar. So, Leo asked him to pick up the short cigarettes. He then entered the house. He also looked up at his wife's friends with distaste faces and went upstairs. He also bought a present for adopted daughter Alexa, so he went to Alexa's room. Leo also tried to rape Alexa. This is not the first time he has done this. Almost every time he has a chance, he has raped Alexa. Alexa was afraid her adoptive mother would misery. So, she was alone, sad and crying without telling anyone. After that, Alexa was afraid to be alone in the room tonight, so she slept on the bed of Big Boy, whom she loved and trusted like an older brother. Big Boy takes care of her like a little sister. Esther's guests will stay at Alexa's house for next 2 or 3 days. Early the next morning, Leo's phone was rang. He got a call from a gang of idiots who owed him money to gamble. He would spend time and play gambling with Esther's money. Alexa and Gaspar, who get up early, were talking near the pool. Leo saw it through his bedroom window. That made him very angry. When Alexa returned to the house, he shouted angrily. As the sun rose slightly, the guests woke up. Then they cook and eat by the pool and they are swimming in the pool. At that moment, creditors came into the courtyard and asked for a loan, so Leo hurried to meet them, paid him money, and sent them away. Then, he was drunk as usual. After a while, Alexa took a shower from the pool and returned to her bedroom. Leo followed her and tried to rape her again. But this time, Alexei resisted and ran away crying. Esther was also upset that she could not tell her husband. In the evening mahjong play, Esther did not come because she was not feeling well, and instead had her adopted daughter, Alexa, play in her place. Similarly, Amparo played Gaspar in her place because she also was not feeling well. When they were playing, it was getting dark and the guests went to sleep their bedroom because they wanted to sleep. After a while, Alexa and Gaspar, who were interested in each other, were playing on the mahjong table where they were playing. Leo saw them from his bedroom window. At the time, Leo was losing money on online gambling and was borrowing money from his acquaintances. The two of them split up after hearing Amparo's screams. Gaspar sent Amparo to the car and took a ladder to Alexa's room to resume the story that had not been completed before. Leo, realizing that there's some sexual noise, opened the door to Alexa's room. However, Gaspar ran out of the room and Leo did not catch him. The next morning, Leo saw Alexa and Gaspar whispering in the kitchen, and angrily told them, "He knows what happened to you two last night." Alexa replied him, "I will do what I want to do and you will do what you want to do." Meanwhile, Esther entered the room and they stopped talking in silence. Leo was angry and left the room shouting at his wife. Then Alexa followed and got in Gaspar's car. Soon the Amparo came in near to the car. Alexa hid into the backseat. As usual, she got into the car and had an affair with Gaspar. Alexa saw everything that was happening from the back of the car. After a while, creditor entered the courtyard and demanded money from Leo. There, Leo told him not to come into his yard and that he would come and pay. When Leo returns, Esther will cook for the guests, so she'd play her husband in her place. So, Leo also played in the mahjong games. Esther and her adopted daughter, Alexa, were cooking in the kitchen. At this time, mahjong game was very competitive and a good match. Only Leo, who is good at playing the mahjong, won every game and got a lot of money. They played non-stop even at dinner time. Leo was quite drunk as he was playing and drinking. Then, Leo dissatisfied with Gaspar, so he spoke suggestively to Amparo. The two men started arguing. The two had a quarrel in the past, so they did not speak each other from the beginning. After a while, Amparo said she wanted to go to the toilet and left. As soon as she left, Leo came out of his bedroom. When Amparo got to the car, she returned with the pistol she always carried. Leo also brought back a 6-gauge pistol from his bedroom and returned to the game. While mahjong was playing, Leo and Amparo watched each other in disbelief, and they resumed earlier fights. There, Amparo shot Leo with the gun in her hand. But, Amparo's gun was not very strong and she is also no sharpshooter, so it only hit Leo's ear. Leo became very angry and covered his ear with his hand and shot Amparo with his gun. Amparo fell into the pool and died of gunshot wounds. Gaspar saw that scene too. Then, in a fit of rage, Leo shot Gaspar's leg. The driver Gaspar solicited Leo not to shot. But Leo shot Gaspar's head. Alexa woke up to gunfire in the yard. Leo shifted his anger to Alexa. Alexa screamed and ran away. So, Big Boy heard Alexa shout. While Leo tried to shoot Alexa, Big Boy came from behind and bashed Leo's head with a stick in his hand. Meanwhile, the doorman came and dragged Big Boy away, but the angry Big Boy beat Leo to death. So, the murders took place in a large courtyard outside the city and the movie is end here. Thank you very much for watching. Please, subscribe for more videos and see you in the next one.